So in this video I'm showing you a yellow acrylic design set. So I've already applied my CJP square tips, cut and filed them to a stiletto shape, done all my natural nail prep work obviously, and then applied my CJP dehydrator and primer, and then coming in with crystal glass from CJP just as a thin base layer on all the nails, and I'm using my CJP Big Boy brush. This nail I'm using a yellow that I mixed myself. It was using a Crystal Nails yellow powder that I've got. I can't remember the name of it because it was decanted into a different pot. I mixed that with CJP Soft Lemon and a bit of Snow White and also a bit of CJP Innocent. So just apply that at the tip, turn my brush around and fade that yellow down towards the cuticle area, and making sure that product is nice and smooth, really smoothing it out with my brush. Just adding a little bit more yellow just to get that nice blending, letting that set for a minute. Then on this nail I'm doing full nail of the yellow. Applying quite a large bead at the cuticle area, getting that product nice and flush, pushing it right up to the cuticle, and then getting my brush behind it, just like I say, to make it nice and flush and neat, and then walk that bead down the rest of the nail with the belly of my brush, and then just come in and apply a little bit more of that yellow at the tip. Just fade that back and smooth that into your previous application, making sure that colour's nice and even. Then come back to this little finger and come in with a bead of CJP Birthday Suit at the cuticle. Again, getting the back of that bead nice and flush in that cuticle area. As you can see, I tilt my brush slightly and get it right behind the application. And then I'm just fading the top of that bead into the yellow. So I'm not dragging the whole bead, leaving the majority of the colour in that cuticle area and just blending the top of it into the yellow. And then come and cap this whole nail in crystal glass. As you can see, quite a large bead, and then walk that whole thing down the nail, making sure your apex is in the right place. Then use tiny beads of crystal glass to pick up a super fine yellow powder that I've got. This is a really old one. I think it's just off eBay, and the collections you can get with about 20 different glitters in. Just a bog standard superfine glitter. So on this nail I'm doing a two colour fade, so I'm using CJP Snow White at the cuticle area, pushing it right up into that cuticle area and then blending that bead, just the top of that bead towards the free edge, getting the white really nice and blended so there's no obvious harsh line where that white ends. Really smooth it out. And then come in with the yellow at the tip, just get that tip area covered, and then turn my brush round and fade the bottom of the bead into the white. Just find these two colours fade really nicely together, something a bit different. Then use a tiny bead of crystal glass to pick up some of the Glitter Planet Rainbow Bokeh glitter. If you go onto their website, you can use my discount code, which is Pilgrim10, to get 10% off your order. They've got loads of stunning glitters and other products. So just push and place that glitter using the tip of my brush exactly where I want it. I will let it set for a minute before capping. Then come back and cap the marble nail and then the faded nail, my usual capping technique. Then on the thumbnail, I'm just doing another yellow Birthday Sue ombre. So onto my filing technique. Starting refining those sidewalls, getting them nice and sharp and crisp. I'm using my TNBL file. I've just started using these at 100, 180 grit, and I absolutely love them. They are definitely my new favourite. So I come round and contour the sidewall, round the cuticle area, really tucking that file in using the 180 side, and then up the other sidewall. And then down the barrel of the nail, holding that file nice and flat, really contouring that nail, making sure it's nice and smooth and even, you've got no lumps and bumps, and that all the product is evenly distributed over the whole nail, and that your apex is in the right place. And then when I'm happy with that, I just quickly run over with an anti-tape buffer just to remove some of the scratches. And then continue with the filing and buffing. So then remove all the dust and wipe over with isopropyl alcohol. So then on this nail I'm coming in with CJP Tack Free top coat and curing this for 60 seconds in my LED lamp. I'm then coming in with a Daily Charm white, magic white chrome powder, just rubbing that in with my finger, using the tiniest amount, making sure all that nail is covered, and remove any excess. And then come in with the CJP Tack Free top coat again, only curing this time for 30 seconds. I will do 2 coats of this over any chrome or pigment powder. And then come in on all the nails, just doing a nice thin coat, just floating the brush on the nail, and then I will cure for 60 seconds in my LED lamp. So I'm going to come in with some crystals. So I wipe over this nail with cleanse. It's just something you have to do when you're using the Chiara Sky Dip Base resin. So I'm using the tiniest amount to stick these crystals on. And I'm using opals from the Glitter Planet and just the normal Swarovski AB crystals. You can see that sparkle on that opal is stunning. I'm using my crystal katana as well to pick those crystals up. And then once I'm happy, I'll allow that to set and then apply cuticle oil. And here's the finished look. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it.